Hello and welcome to a brand new synth soundset walkthrough with me, the Unfinished. Today we're looking at Diva. Hooray! It's been a little while, hasn't it? Yes. And this is a sequel of sorts in that this is the follow-up to my 2017 release, Diva Phenom, Volume 1 and 2. Somewhat unsurprisingly, this is Diva Phenom Volume 3 and 4. And it's very much the same kind of thing. For those of you who know nothing about Phenom, it was very much inspired by the 80s retro analog vibe of the Stranger Things soundtrack, which was a very big thing back in 2017, all those years ago. So it's very much a continuation, a subtle evolution rather than a revolution. So if you enjoyed the original Phenoms, you will enjoy the new Phenoms too. So without further ado, I'm also testing out a new light today because it's winter and it's dark outside most of the time. To get the light coming into the studio at the right angle for these videos, I'd have to do them at 4 a.m. Not going to do that. I don't love you that much. Actually, no, that wouldn't even work, would it? Because the sun is not up at 4 a.m. We have deviated. Let's just play some sounds and stop talking absolute cock. Right, arps. So that's a perfect sound to start with because it absolutely gets to the heart of what this sound set is about. It is about 80s retro, and Diva is the synth for that, really, isn't it? It's the most versatile analog emulation synth that we've got out there, and one of the best, of course. So we've got a handful of arps, because arps are a very 80s thing, aren't they? Oh, the drift. So we've got the LFOs working the filter cutoff there, and also a little bit on the tuning, which gives you that lovely driftiness. I'm using the ICO GUI for Diva again because it's quite useful for this particular sound set because it shows everything on one big screen, including the sort of trimmer section here, which we'll go into a little bit later on. But it does let you see what's going on with all the sort of the various detuning and the voice map modulator and stuff, which is cool if you know what you're doing, which sometimes I do. Lovely, lovely. So we'll move on to the bass lines now. And a handful of these. Can't see how many because the patch list thing on the ICO GUI is not quite as friendly as on the original GUI. Bit of fun at the end there. So this sound set's very much about simplicity. There's not a lot of trickery going on. It's not supposed to sound particularly modern, although there are going to be times, obviously, where I've given a slight modern edge to the sounds. But it's very much about those sort of warm and wistful sounds. You can get it to do the John Carpenter stuff, the more sort of horror stuff, but it's not really targeted at that, essentially. Probably quite good for synthwave as well. Particularly if you like the more sort of bare bones sound of like college. Then one last little bass line. The timing off at the beginning there. Not going mad, am I? Did I hear that? Anyway, on to the buses. Buses, basses. Ah, nice. Yeah, I've just been reading the patch note on there, confusing myself. So it's definitely a drier sound to this particular sound set. If you look at this patch, is a perfect example. There's not using either of the effects. And that's to keep that sort of warm and intimate retro vibe rather than anything splashier. Classic moog bass. Actually, this GUI is quite nice for the effects. It gives you a bit more information. We do have to do lots more scrolling through the patches. Sort of chunky metallic sound, that one. I quite like this glow here on the waveform on the JP8000 oscillators. It's quite fun. Stinkertron 4000, that's a very grown-up name, Matthew, well done. Nice bit of modulation. So a little bit of darkness in the basses. This will obviously be a cheery patch, Blood on the Rose. Classic, wonderful playing. Is it any wonder I'm not doing Mozart concertos? Do you do any piano concertos? That's showing me ignorance, isn't it? Sure he did. You may not have done. Anyway, we're on keys. I'm more of a Baroque and Romantic period guy myself. I'm going to say I'm not a big fan of Mozart. There we go. Controversy. On to the leads. Lots of strangeness and fun. not surprised I'm playing badly this morning, because I'm obviously not with it. Let's start that again. Before I I started doing this video, I spent 2 minutes looking for my glasses. Do you know where they were? I was wearing them on my eyes. It's no good, is it? I mean, I could understand if I couldn't find them because I didn't have my glasses on. And my eyesight's not very good without them, but I had them on. Nice bit of mono synth there. Love the tuning. Like that patch. That's got some fun tuning as well. That's nice. And I think we're now moving on to the pads. So, behold the CPU munchers. Lots of fun movement going on there. Nice and dark, that one. There's going to be lots of long release tails because we're not using so much reverb or delay. Bit of that Oberheim bandpass filtering. Still going. All is to the drift. Nice and noisy. Quite nice to have the limitation on the voices there to really get that sort of voice stealing analog characteristic. Only a handful, well, not even a handful of soundscapes, just some resonant, sweepy stuff. Now here's a section that is a little different this time. I've done lots more sequences than usual. I have been experimenting with using the voice map modulator. Couldn't find my glasses, haven't put my teeth in. Yes, because using this to control the sequence. So instead of it just being a bog standard sort of ARP style sequence, you can actually get some get the sequences to play different notes. I might go into a different video, but this is what it sounds like. I bet this probably isn't even one that does it. Oh, there you go. No, it does. So we're using the different voice map modulation knobs here to actually tune which note is playing as the ARP moves along. And it gives this really sort of classic analog sequencer style vibe, which I'm a big fan of. I've enjoyed it so much that whilst there's only a sort of there's a generous handful of patches in both Phenom 3 and 4, it does make me think I could probably do an entire collection of them to really explore the way it works. This isn't one of them. This is bog standard arpegg. Alright. Good, we're only picking out the ones that don't do it. Very helpful indeed. It's a good example. And then finally we have some synth sounds, which are the sounds that are neither a lead, nor a key, nor a bass. They're just, what are they? We don't know. We just don't know. Sometimes they're the analog synth equivalent of the bagpipes. And that can be both a good thing and a bad thing. And I'm going to finish on, I'm going to see if we can find another one of these sequences. There we go. That's just holding down one key. There we go. So that's all the sun's come out. That'll really wreck the contrast when I come to edit this in Premiere Pro. So Phenom Volume 3, there are 150 patches. We've probably just gone through about 50 patches there. So yeah, retro analog feel without, doing the... It's more the sort of sun-bleached, faded photograph nostalgia for the 80s rather than the neon lights and leg warmers nostalgia for the 80s, if that makes sense. It's really about the synths, not about the glamour, perhaps. Well, you can decide from having listened to that. I'm now going to do Volume 4 walkthrough. I hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope you're looking forward to seeing Volume 4. Hopefully I'll prattle a lot less. There's no guarantee of that, is there? Let's be honest. So this is going to be £19.99 plus VAT. There will be a bundle, so you can get them both together for a bit of a discount. I'm not sure what the price will be on that. Can't do the maths in my head. Probably $29.99 for the two of them together. And then if you've not bought any Phenom soundsets at all, I am going to have a limited period where all 4 are together in a bundle, so you get all 4 at one time, and that would be a nice big saving of. Well, you're basically, I think it effectively becomes 3 for the price. No, not 3 for the price of 4. That's a rip-off. 4 for the price of 3. Just hit the microphone. It's going very well, this, isn't it? I'm gonna splash water on my face in an attempt to wake myself up because I don't drink coffee, so that's not going to work. And I'll see you for Volume 4. I'm never going to see you. You're never going to watch the second one after this, are you? Bye.